a match underway. Drew0007 already jumping in for Sloppy's Joe. Just waiting on the rest of the guys to jump in. It's gonna be Kaio and Thaya for Mindgaming up against Drew and Nick Harv. Let's see who will win it out. The kickoff gonna go over towards the wall. Right off the bat, Nick trying to get himself over in front of the goal. It's gonna be stopped. He does beat out Kaio to get back to the boost, but Thio trying to immediately fight up mid, and now Neva trying just to get this back up into the corner. Nick does get a touch past one. It's over onto the wall, and now contesting it off the wall, it's gonna be Thio to try to keep this in the running. Back down into mid, a miss on the orange side, and that's going to open up the orange goal, but Nick not able to put that ball on net, and now Thaya getting some time to get back into it, trying to get this ball over near the net. It's going to go back towards mid. Neva trying to get this onto net, not quite able to do it, and he's getting it back over into mid himself. Drew setting it up for Nick Harv, who does get it down onto the goal, but it's over towards the crossbar. Off the backboard now, Neva's Kaio going to be able to get here and get it back over to his teammate, but now having to get this off the wall, trying to fight out against Nick Harv, who does get it, but it's just wide of net yet again. We're still sitting at a goose egg for everybody. A minute into this match, a 50 from Drew does force that ball over onto the wall, but he is fighting his way back into it, killing this ball towards mid. It's a potential shot, but denied by Drew. Back over into the corner. 3 minutes 50, the time continues to tick, and Nick, now with a potential shot towards the orange goal, goes up for it, doesn't quite manage to get his car on ball, and now Thyagob to get it back downfield, trying just to fight out here, and Drew managing to stop it. A nice backflip to get it over towards the wall, and managing to get it back off Nick Harv's pass to now start pushing it back up mid. It's going to be killed, and now a slow lob towards the goal. Thaya trying to get that on net. Nick forced to save, and he does deny a follow-up shot from Neves Kaio. So trying to get this up into the corner, over, down to mid. It's a little bit high, but Drew's there. Isn't quite able to get it on net, but it's off the backboard. It's a commit, but not able to get there for Nick. Now Neves trying to get this out of his own end, get it back over into the blue side. Doesn't have any boost, so he's just flipping, doing whatever he can. He gets it back over to his teammate, and the shot, it's on, but Drew's there. A 50 forced to deny it, and now Nick, a little bit of miscommunication on the offense as he bumps Drew away, but with zero boost, he can't take that ball. So it's turned back over to the Mindgaming side, who are now trying to fight their way back up into the midfield, but Drew, Nick, just keeping this ball in the corner. A mistouch from Nick, though, going to allow Neves Kaio to start pushing this back up towards the mid. Oh, trying to block a shot that isn't there, and now Drew to clear it away. Thaya meeting him on the wall. It's back over to Nick. Does kill it into the corner, and now at halftime, we're still sitting on 0 shots on net, and we need to find something for one of these teams to get them back into it. A back pass to Thaya. It's on net, but Nick's there. Gets the save. Neves trying to keep this offensively alive. Gets it into the corner. Doesn't have any boost. Tries to go for some sort of play off the ramp, but the low boost does end up costing him. It's Thaya to deny Drew's offense, but gets it over towards mid. Now Nick to follow through. It's tapped back over to Thaya. It's a 50 Drew versus Thaya, and Drew gonna get a touch. It's back over into mid. Thaya to stall some momentum, but Drew not quite sure what he wants to do with that ball, and by the time he decides, it's too late. It's back into the blue end, and now the Mindgaming side looking to try to get their first shot on goal. It's a pass over into mid. Neves isn't quite there. He's going to have to mid it yet again. Oh, and Thaya tries to follow that up, isn't quite able to read it. Nick able to touch it towards mid, and now Kaio up yet again here in the murk, trying to just secure themselves a first goal, but nobody is being allowed to score. Thaya trying to fall back, and Kaio trying just to support him, and Nick with a shot towards net. It's easily seen that it's going to be going off crossbar for Kaio, and now aggressing back up towards mid. 80 boost, plenty to work with here, but Nick interrupting. Gets it off of the corner over towards mid. Thaya going to deny that towards the goal, back into the corner. A touch towards mid, very closely being a shot, but now turned back on its head over into the midfield, up onto the mid wall. Kaio trying to reaggress, and Thaya isn't quite there, has to fall back towards goal, not allow any booming shots, and now up on the wall, gonna get it over towards Drew, and a bump is gonna allow Nick Harvey to come in, getting it onto the backboard, tries to get it mid, but a 50 from Kaio gonna deny him. Trying to get this ball upfield, does potentially have a shot, but the bump from Drew going to deny anything. 40 seconds and we might be seeing a 0-goal overtime, as neither team can seem to get anything on the net. It's just back and forth, boomer ball being played right now. It's over Nick's head. He's trying to jump up for it, but Nick gonna be able to give that over to Drew. Kaio following through, doesn't get it towards net, but over into the blue end. Nick back down into the orange. Thaya trying to follow this back up onto the wall. It's going to be going on to a 50, and the pinch from Kaio and Thaya on the orange side defense is going to forbid Mindgaming from getting that first goal scored on them. They are trying to hold out here against Sloppy's Joe, but they just aren't able to. It's off the back wall, and it would have been close for a goal, but now we see a 0-goal overtime in game 1 of the best of 5. Thaya getting this up the midfield immediately. It's over in front of the net, and now Kaio going up for a shot. It's a forced save, but it's there. Up off the wall. Mindgaming trying just to pressure this goal, try to get it in while they're deep in this blue end. And Kaio with a potential pinch over towards mid, gonna be denied by Nick Harvin. Now traveling this ball up mid. Thaya has to make a read. He does, but it's going to still be traveled up midfield. The pinch comes through, it's back into the blue end. Drew trying to get up off the backboard, see if he can aerial for a little bit and deny anything. Not gonna be able to, but Kaio ends up killing it towards the corner himself. Drew touching it back down, and now we've almost elapsed a minute in this overtime. Kaio tries to get a shot underneath Drew, but the pinch is going to force it to the corner. It's over in front of the goal. Kaio was expecting a save. He wasn't ready for that. He's not able to secure. Thaya comes back through, gets it over towards the goal, and Drew isn't able to clear it away. And Thayagob FM going to be the only one to put a shot on net this game and secures themselves the first game of the best of 5, and congratulations there, as it was a hard-fought game, neither side letting anything through, and eventually Thayagob and Neves Kaio gonna be able to find their way in to game 2 with an advantage. The action does not end there, ladies and gentlemen. We've got plenty more Rocket League out of these two teams. Going to be seeing an immediate jump back into the action in game 2. Mindgaming currently up 1. Sloppy's Joe still goalless in the series, but with only 1 to Mindgaming's name, that doesn't mean too much at the moment. Drew gonna be trying to fight this up the wall, but Thaya's already there. Doesn't quite get his connection. It goes a little too high onto the ceiling for him. And Drew follows through, a little nice slice towards the net, but denied on the defense. And now Kaio trying to pressure against Drew. It's a 2v1 currently. A pass over to Thaya, but not connecting. Kaio, a great attempt at opening up that goal, and he does, but Thaya just not able to connect onto it. Drew trying just to fight his way back out of the blue end. Has 55 boost, so if he is able to get a touch on this ball, which he's not, but Nick Harv gets this over towards mid, and it's a shot towards net, and nobody from the Mindgaming side there to clear it. And nice shot from Nick Harv, a pogo shot in the midfield, is going to secure the first goal in the series and the first goal of game 2 for Sloppy's Joe. But the action doesn't end there. We're only 30 seconds into this second game. Mindgaming looking to immediately bite back, trying to pressure off the kickoff. Kaio low boost, still tries to follow this, does end up forcing a 50, but it's back into the orange end. Now, Thaya trying just to do whatever he can to deny any shots towards the net. Kaio commits, but neither player are able to touch on it. So now, Thayagob with a pretty decent boost here, going to be allowed into the blue end, and the miss there from the defender is going to allow this ball to go directly in front of the goal. He's not able to touch it, but Kaio is there. And now 30 seconds after the first goal, it's an equalizer for Mindgaming, and a difference from the first series, whereas the first time around it took us 6 minutes of play to get a goal. Now both teams bite away at it within the first minute. It's going to be Kaio up against Nick Harv, and easily won out by the Mindgaming side. It's over in front of the goal. Drew forced to kill it towards the wall. Thaya tries to follow it up, and now Drew allowed to play this a little bit. Gets it over into the midfield. Starts trying to fight against Kaio, but reading it, is able to get his merc in front of that ball, killing out the offensive chances. Thaya, a little bit of a ball bouncing towards his goal. Drew actually with a shot, not able to connect it on, and now Nick Harv forced to fall back. The offense rapidly changing here. A demo on the table, but neither Mindgaming player looking to take it, and Nick Harv slipped by. He gets the ball past both, trying to get this into the midfield. Kaio does touch it mid, but Nick Harv is already on this 40 boost, 36 boost, gets up onto the wall, tries to read it, isn't able to. Thaya gets it past him. Thaya not able to beat out Drew though, and Kaio is going to be the one to boom this into the blue end. It's just back and forth, back into the midfield yet again. Both Sloppy's Joe players trying to get this out of their end, but Thaya trying to secure themselves the lead in the game. Neves getting it over into the corner, tries to fight there against Nick Harv, but not able to do it. It kills it towards mid, and Thaya tries to come in for the shot, but a double defense is going to deny him. 0 boost, has to get back, can't allow Nick Harv to take the shot, but no boost on Nick Harv is going to force a shot off net. It's going to bounce down in front of the goal. That could bounce in, but Kyle denies it, and now bouncing over towards the left corner. Thaya going to kill it towards mid, but it's not enough, but Thaya gets himself in front of that goal, does deny it, and Drew's follow through, not able to slip anything into that crossbar. Going to be another touch from Thaya Gob as he gets it over into midfield, and now Neves Kaio going to have a lot of room to play with. Touches it mid, but no, Drew, he sees the opening. That's a long boom downfield. It's not on though. He has to follow it up. He's not able to connect. Thaya Gob reclaims, gets it over into mid. Kaio going to be trying to fight here against Drew to reclaim it. It's killed towards the corner by Drew, and now Kaio not quite able to read that rolling ball off the wall. We're seeing an equalized scoreline yet again, and neither team able to get any shots towards the net. A pass back into mid, Nick Harv denies, and Thaya is actually going to get beaten out, so Nick Harv full boost with a potential shot towards goal. The pressure from Thaya does rattle him a bit, and he's forced to get off it. Minute 45, Kaio killing it back towards the wall again. Nick Harv trying just to kill this ball, but he ends up setting it up perfectly, and nobody able to get back in time. Thaya Gob sees the setup, the lone mistake from Nick Harv, and it opens up the blue goal. Both players already there for it, and they sink it directly into the bottom right of the goal. A minute 40 to go. Mindgaming get their first lead of the game, but they are looking to get one more. If they can get a 2-goal lead this far in, they will almost certainly seal up the second game. They're looking to close this out in 3. Sloppy's Joe have to find something to get themselves back into it, and that's something. Drew getting a touch over to Nick actually, but Drew has to come back and try to follow this up, but it's an opening. It's an opening for the Mindgaming side, and it's going back to the corner. Nick, a crucial touch to deny a center, and over one. Nick's actually trying to take this all the way. Gets it into the corner. It's bounced out to himself. Thaya does fall for the fake, but Nick not quite able to get it on net yet. Gets it over into the midfield, killing it back towards mid, and his teammate is trying to follow it, but just can't read the bounce. It's going to go back over to Thaya, back over to Nick, trying to get this back up field, and now Neves Kaio trying to fight against him. It's gonna be 45 seconds. Nick trying to do absolutely everything he can. Drew sitting up in the midfield, but the low boost going to force Nick out of the fight. Drew does fall back, and he's going to be able to touch the ball down towards right, but getting it onto the wall, bouncing it over towards mid, Nick forced to save. He does. It's going to go back over towards mid. A nice shot from Thaya. Gets it straight in front of the goal. Forced save from Drew, and it comes through. Nick gets it back towards mid. 20 seconds now. They do regain possession, but low boost here from Drew. He outplays one, but Kaio so fast, and with no boost on Drew, he's forced to play it back. Nick gets back in time to save it, but Kaio with no boost yet again. The Mindgaming boys pressuring too far into the defense of Sloppy's Joe, and it looks like this could be game 2 decided, and Mindgaming take it again. Very much more back and forth, much more goals on the board, but still a very low scoring series. Such strong defense from both teams, and it's just back and forth action. Nobody from the Sloppy's Joe side able to break through the Mindgaming wall twice in one game, and even though they take the first lead, they end up going down 0-2 in the series. One more game needed for Mindgaming to bring it back. Meanwhile, Sloppy's Joe, a reverse sweep is what they need to get themselves back into the action. Mindgaming sitting on a flawless IGL season. They'd love to keep it, and let's see if they can. We'll see Nick Harv going into the midfield, going to be fighting against Neves Kaio, and it's one out by Kaio. Back down deep into the blue end. Drew going to be able to play this a bit, but Thaya's already there, forcing a 50. Back over off the wall, though. Nick Harv does get some control, but Kaio already there. A pass over to Gob. Gets it down on net, and Thaya Gob What a phenomenal aerial shot. Goes straight up into the air. Knows that Kaio's pass is perfect for him and just goes all the way to the ceiling to secure up the first goal of the season or of the game, and looking to close out this series in convincing fashion. 14 seconds in, what an opener there from the Mindgaming side, but Nick looking to immediately strike back, gets the ball back into the orange end off the kickoff and trying to follow this through. A slowed ball, hoping he can fake it past somebody, but the lob not going to be fast enough. Thaya is able to fall back, gets some shots over towards the net, and now Nick forced to clear it back into mid. It's actually past both defender. This is an opportunity for Sloppy's Joe. He kills it towards mid. A save gonna have to be made, and it is. Thaya getting it back over into the corner. A forced shot from mid, and that's booming downfield towards the blue net. Drew just killing it towards the wall. Gonna be able to get full boost and re-aggress, but it's already Neves Kaio just pressuring down in this blue end. It's over. Out towards the midfield. Kaio just falling back, not gonna be allowing any shots towards net, and even gets a touch to deny it towards the corner. Thaya already there, feeling confident, going up the midfield, gets a nice touch over onto the wall, taking some boost for his trouble, and now both the blue players pretty committed in this end with low boost are going to have to try to fight here. And you can just see the confidence over from Thayagub. He knows that they're in an overwhelming lead. They can play as aggressive as they like, and a nice shot from him, barely denied by Drew, but it is. A nice save comes through, and now Nick trying to pressure back up the field, gets it into the corner. Isn't quite able to save it there, Neves Kaio, but the teammate not there fast enough. Thayagub denies the equalizer. Back up the midfield, Nick forced to kill it, and now Neves Kaio trying to make something happen himself. A little bit of a mistake there on the offensive end. A double commit comes through. Thaya forced to save again, and it's going to be killed towards the corner. It's going to be a touch over into mid, and killing it yet again, just backboarding that shot into the back left corner. Is going to be Thayagub yet again put into the offensive seat. Full boost, full control, gets it past one, gets it past two. It's a shot over towards the net. He just gets off it. Kaio, a shot over. It's into the corner. Low boost from this man, but he does pick up the full right off the spawn. A pinch, forced out into the orange end, and we do still have half the game remaining. Plenty of time here for Sloppy's Joe to fight back in. A pass over to Nick, not able to get it on net, into the corner. Kills it over mid, and Drew has to try to do something with it, because otherwise it's a beautiful center for the Mindgaming side. Not able to touch it, gets faked out by Thaya, and now falling back towards the midfield. Kaio tries to get there, does slow it down, but they just know that they have so much room, so much time to play with. The demo comes through. Kaio forced to make all the plays here, and he does. Gets it over into the midfield. Nick Harv's already there, and another denied by Kaio. Gets himself up, punches it over towards the right wall. Thaya trying to pressure this, and a lob from Nick Harv isn't able to hit the net. Denied yet again by Kaio. He's left as the last man back, and he manages to deny everything from the Sloppy's Joe side. A demo from Nick Harv on to Neves Kaio is going to leave this ball deep in the blue end. Thaya tries to correct that on net. Drew denies it, but it is going to go deep into this orange corner. Nick, 2 minutes. He knows he can try to force out a shot. Gets it up onto the wall. Trying to fake out the defenders, but Thaya already too fast. Gets a shot over into the corner. Kaio does deny it, but it's bouncing in front of the goal. Nobody able to get this out, but Thaya does manage to catch it on the goal line. It's a denied equalizer yet again, and Sloppy's Joe, they gotta be frustrated. Twice now they've had perfect scoring opportunities, and they're just not able to force that ball over the line. But finally Drew's gonna come through, and he's gonna say, I've had enough. I'm here to get myself some goals. And the equalizer with 1 minute 20 left is finally scored. "79 seconds to go. Sloppy's Joe, a Herculean feat on the table. They need to win 3 in a row to get themselves back into this match. Meanwhile, Neves Kaio just trying to pressure out shots. The pinch comes through. It's over into the orange corner. Thayagub already back. An easy save for him, and he kills it towards the wall, trying to beat out Nick Harv, and he does. Drew forced to fall back into the corner. Isn't able to get a connection on ball, and Thaya's already there. And Drew, not able to clear that ball off the wall, is going to open up Thayagub for his second goal of the game. And just like that, with 60 seconds left, Mindgaming wipes away that equalizer. A 1-goal lead regained. Gob already trying to pressure this back over to Drew. It's over off the back left. He's not quite able to get that ball on net. It was off the back right, but Neves Kayo correcting me as he comes in from the left, securing the second goal of the lead. And now, with a 1-3 deficit, it's going to be Sloppy's Joe forced to get a lot more aggressive here, put a lot more shots on net if they want to have a chance. It's a lot of fighting they have to do to get themselves back into it, and it's going to be difficult. Nick, a nice aerial to get it over towards the goal, but he's not able to get it on net. It's into the corner. Drew following through, touches it back over towards mid. Kyle going to be forced to save. He does, though, and the double commit on offense is going to give Thio an absolutely great opportunity to score. It's going to be bounced towards mid. Kyle isn't able to read it, and now Nick Harv does get it up mid, get it over to Drew. 30 seconds, a scoring opportunity, and just trying to get some bump plays, and it works out beautifully. And right there, Drew saying, you know what, we absolutely need this goal. He knows that that ball's gonna center, goes for the bump, bumps Thiagob out of the way. And Nick Harv getting himself a goal to make it a 1-goal deficit with 22 left. They could equalize this game yet, and with that kickoff, Nick Harv getting it into the deep end, getting full boost for his trouble as well, and it's equalized. And Drew, 007, not gonna be 000 for goals though, as Nick Harv's pass is sunk directly in off the kickoff, and they needed 2 quick ones to get back in. They've secured it, and now overtime is a reality. 16 seconds, anybody's game still. Thiagob killing it towards mid. Nick gets it deep into the orange end. It's a pressuring shot from Nick, and Drew forced into the midfield, a pinch just wide of net. That would have been a goal-winning game there or a game-winning goal there, sorry, for the Sloppy's Joe side, but we do get overtime. Down by 2 goals, they fight back, they get themselves back into it, and Thiagob trying to shut this down as quickly as it began. Drew gets it over into the midfield where he's trying to kill it against Neves Kayo. Nick Harv tries to deny the shot, and the inevitability finally comes through. Thia tries to get that one in all by himself. Drew does what he can to kill it, and Nick just not able to get himself in front of the shot. Neves Kayo to clearly sweep it up and get a 4th goal and a 4th game for Mind Gaming in IGL Fall 2020.